So, 4 days to go, and today I'm going to talk about digital education Brighton. And I've got with me here in the studio Mick Landmann, who together with me helped set up the group, and which was round about a year ago now, I think just over a year. Anyway, over to you, Mick. Tell us a little bit about what DEB's all about.
DEB, Digital Education Brighton, as you say, we set it up just over a year ago, in June 2011. The idea behind setting it up was our own perceptions, I think, that digital technology was incredibly important for education and actually could deliver things like personalised education and so on. But schools and other organisations, and indeed individuals involved in teaching and learning, had some difficulties sometimes in implementing the technology. So we set up Digital Education Brighton really just to help anybody who wanted help in using digital technology for teaching and learning in whatever circumstance.
And what would you say have been the major achievements to date?
Well, I mean, from my point of view, the first major achievement has been because we decided right from the very beginning that DEB was going to be a doing organisation rather than a talking shop. We came out from our first meeting in June 2011 with 3 live projects and a structure which enabled us to very quickly establish project teams and actually get working on real projects. So we've been working on a number of projects. We've been working with schools using smartphones in the classroom for a variety of purposes. We're involved in a project with Wider Sussex, which is a digital exchange between Cherokee Nation schools in Oklahoma and some schools in Brighton. We've instituted work with Sussex University, looking at developing learning environments for teaching programming in schools, which I've just had a meeting about today, and we've got some fantastic results from that. And there are a continuing stream of projects coming through. We also organise Teach Meets, which are opportunities for teachers to talk about examples of using technology in the classroom for teaching and learning. They talk about it to other teachers, so it's a kind of CPD event. And we've just introduced a variation of that, which is an unteach meet, where we have small local companies who are doing fantastic things in relation to digital technology and teaching and learning, to present to teachers.
So it's very much a doing thing rather than a talking shop.
It's very much doing because our sense is that whilst over the years the technology has been developing and it's kind of proven itself in respect of its value to teaching and learning, but in our view there wasn't enough action. There was too much talking, not enough action, and we just feel that we're well into the 21st century now, and now is the time to just get down and do some stuff.
And finally, I'm going to be maybe talking about DEB when we're out on the road. Be hopefully meeting teachers and students, maybe calling at a few universities and talking about some of the things we're doing. Indeed, you're joining me on one of the sections as well.
For my sins, I am indeed, yes.
And so what do you think, and what are the sorts of things that we should be saying to the people that we meet?
Well, apart from showing people examples, some fantastic examples of using digital technology, one of the things that I'd like to see come out of it is to talk to people about what support they feel they have in their areas in relation to implementing digital technology for teaching and learning, and really to see whether they feel there would be a value in setting up the equivalent of a DEB in their areas, because we feel there's certainly a need in Brighton. I don't see why that need is not also there around the country.
And this is things that we can help with too.
In the establishment of DEBs around the country, because we've got a structure now. We know how it works, so we can very easily help other people establish the equivalent of digital education Brighton in their areas to a known structure, so to make it very easy for them.
Great, so hopefully we'll see some of you out there on the road and we can talk a bit more about Deb. Mick, thanks very much.
It's a pleasure.